Hey guys, how you doing? Tori here, the Geelong-Flipper full-time reseller. Follow the journey, subscribe, like, share, become a channel member. Things have been damn hectic and they're going to get even busier. Let's get crack-a-lacking because last night had 82 sales. Tori here, Geelong-Flipper. Hey guys, Tori.
Your mate Tori.
It's Geelong-Flipper here.
Geelong-Flipper.
Me, Tori.
Tori here.
I'm Tori.
Tori here.
Tori here, the
Geelong-Flipper.
How you doing? I hope that everyone is super well, doing well, having fun. What a crazy time, guys. Smashing it out. I hope, let's just get down to proper business, right? I hope that you guys had a wonderful weekend, that you had fun with your family, your friends, that you enjoyed the live streams that a lot of you showed up for. Thank you for that. If you can see in the back behind me, there's a bag, a supermarket bag, a green one, and there is a tub. Now, so therefore there was over a tub of stuff that sold last night. eBay went pretty well, and Whatnot went off like a frog in a sock. And if you don't know that slang term, it went really well. It was jumping. So yeah, I'm off to the offsite. If you are new to the channel, welcome, by the way. And you know, guys, friends, everyone else, welcome back as always. We had so much fun. It was a 2-hour stream, just chill, relaxed, but still pushed a lot of decent stuff out the door. And we can address a lot of that sort of stuff too, regarding Whatnot. I think at the moment people are feeling like it is the purvey of where people go to offload crap. It's not. Everything I buy, and I'm sure that you guys do too, everything I buy I see value in. I see the ability for someone to enjoy it. Does it mean it's like, oh, it's so good to sell on eBay? No, it doesn't. But it's like, for example, if you weren't watching the file corrupted, I try to put these streams up. I think if I do 2-hour streams from now on, I will stop the recording, the screen recording halfway through to give it a chance to save. Because yeah, it failed. So I told you guys who were there, hey, this is going to be uploaded. It's not. The file didn't make it. Which sounds really sad, I know. But I don't believe that Whatnot is where you move garbage. I've been on other people's streams and I've seen stuff that is worth really decent money. It's just a faster way of doing things. So, and yeah, there is also the chance that you can sell some stuff nice and cheaply. Like, for example, I love kids' books, but not all of them comp very well on eBay. However, on Whatnot, you know, Goosebumps books, I'm getting $6, sometimes more dollars for them. On eBay at $6, they'll sit in my store for a long time. Then I'll pay fees at the other end, whether they're promoted or not. And I've got a lot of Goosebumps. Well, I did have, I think, listed. I'm going to pull them all and sell them on Whatnot. But I did have a lot of Goosebumps listed, and they haven't moved. They move very sporadically. I think I did a variation listing some time ago, and I did all Goosebumps. I've sold one Goosebump from that variation listing, and yet Goosebumps do sell. I'm finding more and more that Whatnot sells things that we feel an emotional connection to in the moment or nostalgically. So I would not discount it. I would not discount it as a way of, you know, making money for your business. I'm certainly not going to discount it as a way of making money for my business. The other side to it is, though, it is going to change the way that you source. Is the Australian marketplace big enough to source the en masse stock required for Whatnot? I don't know. What do you guys think? I am encouraging comments already down in the comment section. Is it possible? Like, for example, I sold a lot of DVDs. I sold a lot of CDs, right? But physical media, Is it dying? Is it not dying? I prefer to think it's coming back. But will those opportunities to get that physical media in bulk, will they fade away over time? I think they will. At the moment, what I'm asking there is, what is the future for Whatnot if we are all sourcing mass quantities? Like, I know people out there now, like they've seen, and I've been very open with my figures. Like last night, we made $404 less cost of goods in 2 hours, and the customers have paid the postage. So what will happen when we're all sourcing en masse? I don't know. I do think other categories, Whatnot desperately needs to put more categories in. It's hard to find Australian content. So guys, if you're getting into Whatnot, do me a favour. On your show name, put the Australian flag at the start. It makes it easier for people to find it. That was something I only started doing it after my 4th Whatnot, and I do think it made it easier. We got a lot more people coming in. But yeah, at the moment, it's sort of like you put down that you're selling music or whatever, and you're selling everything but. So I think that Whatnot needs to get on top of that. There needs to be a search by location. There's all teething issues, right? But I think ultimately there's a real opportunity for you guys to get in now on the ground floor and make some serious money. So in 4 days, with minimal cost of goods, because I bought them all in bulk without, except for a few exceptions there. Yeah, we've done over $1,600 and sold hundreds of items. I'm just going to go get my coffee and a toasted sandwich, a toasty. So give me a hot minute here, and we'll be back to continue this conversation, because I'm excited for all of us, and I think there is promise for everyone. So yeah, I think it'll be a good time. And I will get this out of the way whilst I've got your attention, because I know sometimes I go on for so long that a bit of stuff gets lost. So I am providing in the description codes to join Whatnot as a seller or just as a buyer, and they do give you bonuses, both of them, and they give me referral bonuses too. Let me get my food. So yeah, that is just, sorry, I got my food. If you do want to get into it, the codes are in the description of this episode. And just so as you know, if you're just joining to buy, you'll get a $15 credit on your first purchase, and I receive $5. So you get 15, I get 5. But here's the kicker. If you do want to start making some money on there, and I will help you, if you use my referral code and you stream for 2 hours, doesn't have to be in one hit, but I personally would. You need to sell to 5 different people. Whatnot will match and give you dollar for dollar up to $150. And if you achieve that, I score too. I get $100 for referring you. It's a win. But here's the other side of it too. I know a lot of people, like in the YouTube space, are like, use my referral code, do this, do that. But that's the end of it. Here's where it's different. If you use my referral code, because I can see who uses it, and you need help because you get a bit stuck, you shouldn't. It's fairly straightforward, but still, it is a new thing. And I got some help from my referrer, who was the disgruntled octopus. Then yeah, if you use my code and you need help, I will help you. I feel at the moment that I'm harping on about Whatnot a lot. It is new, it's exciting, it's a different format. But I think also for me and my social side, it is fun because I still get to chat even as I'm selling. And I'm a gas bag, and we all know that. Bit of a gas bag. All right, so we're going past an op shop, and we know what happens there. If there's a park, we stop. When you're at the op, if there's a park, you stop. There are 5 parks, so I am stopping. I'll have a quick look in. I still am trying to get in front of someone to say, hey, can I do an in bulk? Because I sort of got a bit of pushback. But just a matter of asking till you find the right person. They're going to eventually need you. All right, see you soon. Wow, it is cold outside, guys. I got a couple of things, just little things. Got this game, Hoot or Toot. Hopefully it's complete. It was $4. It looks like it's sealed, but I don't know if it's sealed by them or sealed otherwise. It's either worth $50 brand new or 30 odd second hand, as long as all the bits are there. This thing is sealed up. In order for me to check properly, I would risk damaging it in the shop. So $4. Write it off on tax. And I got these two Nerf targets. Now they are brand new in their container, even though they're, you know, from a couple of years ago. So yeah, it was weird, even though they're the same product. One was 4 and one was 3. I didn't argue it. It's just not worth it. But they'll be a bit of fun. And you guys know the Nerf stuff does move, so they're just little bits and pieces. And they'll go on eBay. They will go on eBay. All right, I'll see you at the offsite. All right. All right, legends, welcome to the offsite. You've been here before, or if you haven't, this is our little warehouse where Ali, the love of my life, and I work out of. Yeah, it's here where we keep all of our stock and talk to you guys. So we do pick and pack videos, let you guys know. I say we, Ali's here. I'm just the face, but yeah, there's pick and pack videos being done. We get up to lots of stuff in here. And today, though, is going to be hectic on the packing front. I think I've got some DVD box set series here. I might need to get them out of the way. I got them in a haul. So, yeah, that's a complete run of Seinfeld, for example. So I'll pop that on eBay. It's the box set of Friends. And 1, 2, 3, I don't know how many seasons of Sex and the City. I know. Complete season 6, season 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hopefully that's a full set as well. By themselves, they don't do so well. As a set, though, they'll go okay. They'll meet the criteria. And, yeah, they need to be listed. They need to be listed on eBay. And, guys, you will find that often people will just like buying sets like this off you, not random seasons, unless they're trying to complete their own. I do notice, like, I tend to find when I list stuff like a random season, typically I can be fairly sure that it is a reseller sourcing off me, and I love that because it means, one, I get to move something, excuse me, and two, they get to make some more money. I think we've all got to help each other out where we can with stuff like that. It behooves us to help each other because the community is small and we all work really hard. And I think sometimes when someone in the community wins, we all win as a community, if that makes sense. All right, they are sold. Goosebump books. Was there anything else on that table? And yes, I'm very, very lucky. I've got a wired microphone. So if you hear me crapping on and you can't see me, it is because of the wired microphone, the Chrissy mic. So yeah, that's something that is super cool. All right, pop this in here. All right, that's done. Give me a second just to tidy up and make a bit of a walkway, and then we'll get into it properly. Okay, so I've cleared a bit of room. It's actually getting toward the ridiculous point in here. So what I'm going to do is I took a lot of those plushies. I got a plush haul a while ago. As you can see, there's just stuff. This is a mountain. You can probably barely see it, but it was all those free plushies. But the deal is, as I said to you guys, if you're putting it out there that you're going to remove stuff and someone says, please take everything, and it's free, you take everything. So I ran some of it through Whatnot, and it was kind of bizarre because some people had asked me to run specific items through, and I did. And then when they attended the live, they're like, oh, no, I don't want it. So I don't know. I think from now on, I'm going to just be taking stock out as I see fit, because making special trips and getting stuff for it to not sell, And these were just people commenting on YouTube. They weren't even like regular viewers, I don't think. But I thought, oh, well, I'll try. So, yeah, I won't be doing special requests on whatnot unless it's a channel member or someone who interacts with the channel a lot. Because, yeah, that was a waste of time. Most of that stuff there, though, is good and serviceable and will help the local community. So I'm going to donate that to the 3216 Connect store. They help the community. Everyone there, including the manager from memory, is a volunteer. So I'll give it to them, and hopefully they can make a few bucks out of it that they can feed back into their projects. So we'll do that one. Some of the stuff that we're picking today, guys, has been already done. I did it in a previous video. Just some cups and stuff like that. I'll show you things still, though. Basically, we have, and Ali has just pulled up, my little sweet girl. So that went for 90 bucks. It's my own set. So I'm happy for that to move on. Absolutely no problems with that. Let me just give her a quick hug and a kiss. All right, so we're both ensconced now with our coffees and toasties and other bits. Oh, I've had my toastie. I've got to be real about that. It was nice. But you know what? By the power of sunshine, Ali's should still be lukewarm. And it is. So that's all right. Tastes good. All right, so yeah, there was that Lego set. That was my old one. They actually make a fairly convincing pair of Adidas shoes. But to get it out of the house for 90 bucks plus shipping, I hope that the recipient has a fun time with it. I don't have it here. Next, we're going into tub 30 to grab a DVD, or a Blu-ray actually. But yes, those plushies, like just when we're off camera then, a whole massive tub of them fell. So once I get myself sorted that I can either put them in garbage bags or something like that, they need to go to 3216, like I was telling you guys. I like what they do. And they're an old-fashioned op shop with, for the most part, really good pricing. Every now and then they catch out with some nonsense. Like they had a Matchbox big track for $40 and I knew it was missing pieces. But you know what? They may get it, and if they do, good on them. So this sold for $8.45, cost $1. Yeah, Clint Eastwood, Fistful of Dollars, fantastic Western movie. And yep, so that is heading out. Now this should be in tub number, I'm going to have to do a bit of hunting for some of this stuff, unfortunately. I couldn't find a book last week, and it all just reflects on me. It is my fault. Like the next thing I'm going to try to find, I believe it's in tub 1, but literally it is one of the first purchases I ever made when I was deciding to do this thing. So I, like some people, went, I don't need a tub system because I know where everything is. I've got a section. I've got a section for everything because my business won't grow beyond my bookcase. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cast your eye around the offsite. That was like the offsite music. Did you like that? I wish I had the apple here to shake, but I don't. Okay, so let's see if my bad memory serves me correctly, though, because it was one of the first things I bought. I had the most random thing. I sold a doll. Well, I haven't yet because no one's paid. Oh, thank God, I was correct. Okay, good. I sold a doll, a Sum Sum doll. And you guys know I like the Sum Sum dolls. I think they're just cute as. And whilst they may not go for $50 bazillion, they sell okay. And I sold one for $20 odd. And, well, someone said they wanted it for $20 odd. And I was charging $10 shipping. And I sent a payment reminder, to which they then said to me, can you do free shipping? No, I don't do free shipping. And it clearly said it wasn't free shipping when you got it. So, waste of time, waste of my time, waste of theirs. Well, they may not have anything better to do. This is a Mercedes-Benz hat. I picked it up for $1. Way back. It's been in tub number 1. That's how old it is when I decided to go to... This was before tubs but I put it in tub 1, but I never put the skew. It sold for $15. So Mercedes-Benz dealership baseball cap, Geelong. So yeah, it's from the local dealership. But I thought, well, I'll get it because people like car brands and it won't really matter that it's a dealer hat. Sometimes they're even more valuable. But it is headed off to South Australia. Thank you, Lisa, for your purchase. The next one I really hope is at home because I was hunting for it off camera earlier because I had to climb way up the top and I get a bit paranoid being on camera and climbing the ladder. It's not like you're watching, but yeah, so this is, I'm going to say it wrong, it's either Castiel or Castile. And let's have a look here. So this figure here, I think I paid $7 for it, for that particular one, and I sold it for $78, and that was with a 35% discount. So it's a very rare figure, and knowing my luck, I have probably just lost it within the home. I did check this morning. I have some pops up overhead. Just so as you guys know too, I'm going to be clearing some of my pop stock. So that will be coming up in a... I'll try reducing it first actually on eBay. I bought a whole heap, 20 something for $115. And even though they're really good licenses like Dragon Ball and all that sort of gear, they haven't moved. I don't think... Maybe one has moved. So I'm going to reduce their prices just to see if I can get some interest on eBay at the slightly higher ticket price. But otherwise, stand by because if you collect pop vinyls, I will be sending them out via Whatnot soon to basically just to recoup my money. And if I make anything on top of that, that'll be great. They'll all be at $5 starts for the pop vinyls. So I don't care if literally only one person bids and I get my money back. But I'll be doing that soon before all the fees kick in. So we'll do a good reduction and we'll get on with that. Okie dokie. So then we've got in tub 10, another movie. We've got a pair of sneakers to find, but I'll do that off camera and then I'll just show you them. Because unfortunately, a lot of this stuff, guys, it comes back to bite you on the bum. You have a couple of bad days where you don't list your stuff properly, and then all of a sudden it sells, which is both good and a nightmare all at the same time. So, as I say to everyone, learn from my mistakes, please. I think it has been a lot of fun doing the Whatnot stuff. It basically has allowed people to connect with other sellers, which has been good. And I love the fact that some of you guys are taking the plunge. It is, I think it's good. It will change some things. I think as long as you can source well, you may even be able to find that if you're very close to being a full-time seller, it may push you over that you can be, as long as you, as I said earlier in the car, it's a matter of sourcing, isn't it? And as long as you're sourcing properly, and I think I've done a pretty good job of that recently. I've sourced really well. I got a lot of stock for very minimal prices. It's let us make $1,600. And with such a minimal outlay, it's been a blessing, and I will continue to do so. And it may just simply be that eventually the overheads, once I'm clearing through them, as you guys saw, we cleared over a tub last night. You know, it may just be that that's the way forward, that the overheads will be Whatnot tubs. And I just buy in bulk, don't muck people around, buy in bulk. And anything I don't want, I just find a charity that I know can sell it and make some money, and I give those movies to them. Like, for example, Connect 3216, they do, I think it's 4 or 5 DVDs for 50 cents. I have no issue with them wanting to make 50 cents for that. That's like, if I had the chance, I would just swoop in and get all of their DVDs, but they never appear to have a lot. And maybe because they're at good prices. But even when I do sneak in early, that doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, so this is the breakup. I paid $1 for it. It is a brand new sealed Blu-ray movie there with Aniston and Vince Vaughn. And yeah, $13 it sold for, with $7 of of shipping there. So highly appreciated. And let's have a look here. Aaron, you are a repeat buyer, so I really, really do appreciate the fact that you're buying from me, mate. Thank you so very much for supporting the business. Thank you. I'm extremely grateful. It really does help. The repeat business, guys, hopefully it is a good reflection for you, and it may just mean you've got what they want, but it is a good reflection for you guys to have someone come back and buy off you more than once. So always be very aware of that sort of thing. The power of repeat business tends to be a less problematic transaction, even though I know eBay is literally just, here's your money, put it in the post. But it can be also, if you've got repeat, like if I've had trouble now, I could probably say, hey Aaron, it's Geelong-Flipper, I screwed up. And he's going to go, I've bought off him heaps, he's always done the right thing. He can be understanding. It was like when I screwed up one of Hayden's DVDs, which I later found. But I screwed up one of his things, and he's like, yeah, no problems. Just send me a copy of one of your books. It was the same value. So we were able to get something sorted out. Speaking of my books, I do want to say a big, big, big thank you to you guys buying my books on the live stream. And that reminds me, I better grab these now with my hands and put them in the car, simply because tomorrow I'll be doing a talk about books, and 2 of my books should be there, maybe 3. Actually, I'll just set these to one side here. So I've got A Flock Apocalypse, I've got Pinata. If you're not familiar with my work, these are two of my books that are out. There's 11, they're all on Amazon. I was also going to take The Dead of Egypt, which I've got under here. Everything will fall on me when I get it out, I'm sure of that. Actually, I don't have that many copies of it. The rest might be at home, actually. But yeah, so let's see here. So a few more copies of these here, and give me a hot second. Okay, guys, short interlude there. Purely just so as you guys know, Whatnot's pretty big on its security. Ali has started the shipping now. I'll show you guys just part of the pile. So as you can see, the stuff that is there, that went the other night. But then we've got an even bigger tub. Is it that bag over there as well?
So this is night number 2.
Night number 2?
That's night number 3.
Hang on, so as you can see, it is going to keep us extremely busy. And initially the idea was like I would do the selling online and the talking, and then Ali would pack. But as I was saying to you guys last night on the stream, the packing is intensive, and I can see how stressful it could be. So I said to Ali last night or this morning or whatever, I said, look, you're sitting next to me during the whole stream anyhow, like writing stuff down. How about we just tackle the packing together? We want it to grow, which means more sales will hopefully occur. So I think it's better, like this is our joint venture, which makes me very happy inside, because that was my dream, for us to be able to do stuff like this together. And we've both got our separate eBay businesses, which may or may not one day merge as well, just to make the whole process a lot more streamlined. So I think that would be lovely too. We both look for very different things, but I think our styles complement each other rather sweetly, like little lovebirds. Yeah. Meep, meep. The road runner. All right. So they're all plans down the track, because we do want to grow this little business that we've got. And yeah, the Whatnot stuff, guys, it is next level though. Like I'm packing 17 orders here and having trouble and not finding stuff. The Whatnot stuff, if you were nervous about eBay, literally all you got to do is sell something, and when the person's name comes up as the winner, you just either use a bit of painter's tape or a post-it note and write the winner's username on it, put it in a laundry basket. We literally do this, or back into an empty tub, And then Whatnot sends you all the other information you need. All of it. Their username, their real name, the address, the shipping label. Yes, it's going to hurt your bands. Like, that's why we're still keeping up our eBay businesses as well. But that was another consideration too. It's like, yes, and the Whatnot, don't get me wrong, it's fun, but you are working. I am working for that 2 hours. I'm chatting to my friends, sure, but I'm selling at the same time. I know you guys can get that and appreciate that. I don't like how it sounds, selling to my friends, but as the audience is growing, they're not Flip family. There were people in there, I've got no idea who they were. I hope they become subscribers, but we're getting an audience, and that's why I urge you to get started now and grab that audience as well. I think it would be, I'm going to try to find time to do this, but I think it's sort of, I'm going to try to find the time to either, I'll probably be doing it on the laptop, but I might even screen record for you how to set up Whatnot shows, how to do a cheat that lets you put a lot of items on quickly, how to do it properly. The proper version is pretty neat, to be honest. It just feels too much like eBay. I wanted Whatnot so as I didn't feel like I was doing listings all the time on hundreds of items. But you can do it, that people can see what's in the shop beforehand. Hell, in some cases, they can buy it off you without even going into an auction. You can do a buy it now format. But for us, I just wanted to make it easy, you know, cheerful banter, and just all Ali has to do is just write on a bit of paper the names. It's the packing that's the killer. So prepare that if you become a successful Whatnot streamer, and I don't know if I feel like we're being successful, and I honestly do. There's probably people who make a lot more, but to get these orders done and just providing so much fun for people, both in what they bought, but also doing the show, it's so rewarding. It's very different, very, very different feeling than eBay. eBay does at the moment feel a lot more mechanical, like a business. Does that mean I'm going to stop doing eBay? Not a hope. No freaking way. I love eBay. This is just a refreshing change. So we'll be getting into that. All right. So what I'm going to do is going to turn off the camera. I've got to have a look for some sneakers. Like I said, I've just slow your roll when you're listing. Don't do as I do, and I go really fast, and then I forget to allocate. I've got these awesome sneakers here. They're Converse. They sold for $35. They're worth more than that. It's kind of funny. The person who bought them is actually, yeah, they're definitely not in a shoe tub. $35 for those. They're bloody wicked. So I'm going to find them off camera, and then I'll show them to you. Otherwise, I'll come back on camera crying and saying, this is yet another sale I can't find today. All right, Legends of the Fall. Get you sorted there. All right, it took me a while to find it, but I found the sneakers. It's hard because the mistakes of the past are compounded by the success of the present. Do you like that? That's actually a really good one. But these are the sneakers. So I found them. They were in tub number 1, thank God, shoe tub 1. So we can continue. Not all is lost. So I showed you guys, I will show you again, just quickly though, the Pandora bracelet. It's going to America. Now I said to the customer, because it was a $2,000 purchase, I said, I really do want you to get insurance. I will go your halves in the price. It's beautiful. It's all just Star Wars stuff. Oh my God. Sorry about that, guys. I did try to cover my mouth, and thank you, honey. Okay, so let's have a look here. So yeah, I put up a listing literally called Insurance for Gary for $50. And they've paid that. And ironically, they paid postage on it as well. I couldn't cut that bit out, but I will then pay the balance. So all I'll do is I will put the tracking number on the insurance as well, the same tracking number, that it all arrives at the same time. I thought I was rather clever doing that. Okay, so continuing our pack and track, but yes, this a lot of this plush will all be donated on Wednesday, except for the stuff I've saved out of it. And even so, the 2 Yodas alone would have been worth making that trip to Lara. I think I'll do quite well out of them. Oh, by the way, just total side note, gas bagging, but I was under the impression that someone in the Flip family wanted the Yodas, like, to do a private buy. If you don't, I think I mentioned it once before, and it's totally okay if you don't want to, but if you don't get onto it soon, I am listing them because they're worth money, and I can't recall who it is that wanted them. So I don't remember if it was a YouTube comment or an Instagram comment. So they will be listed on eBay. I'm unlisting all these Aikidos because we're going to sell them on Whatnot, give you guys a chance to buy them cheap and then sell them again for a profit if you want to. Same as I'm going to do the same with all the Shopkins as well. I'll delist them as little treats that you can find on Whatnot. Because yeah, they comp well, and we're trying to also, as well as fun cheap stuff, we're trying to give you stuff too that maybe you can help your own business with them. So the take up on those has been good, which has made me really happy that we're helping people with that, and it helps us. Okay, so we've got tub 57, all the overheads, 57, 5 and 59. So first off, we'll get tub 5. Come here, come here. All right, try again. Come here. I've got the mic in a bad spot. This is where I lift down the tub onto where the mic is, so I'm going to move that in a second. And tub 5, How to Train Your Dragon. The book of the movie. Always makes me happy when that stuff all sells. Sold for $11. That's pretty cool. And it's a nice cover. It is just from the movie, but it does look good. There it is. So I've had that for ages. It would have been in a big box of stuff. I would have been lucky to either save it from a bin or to have got it for 10 cents or something. So it sold for $11 plus shipping. Let's have a look. And that went to Melissa. Thank you, Melissa. Appreciate that. It's a cute book. I hope you enjoy it. I've got a couple of versions of that with different covers too, which makes it a bit of fun. Let me move this mic. You might hear a little bit of rustling as I do it, but I didn't turn anything off, so there you go. And back on the jacket. There we go. There we go. That's better. Now in tub 57, we'll do a swap around. And get this one back up there. Tell you what too, if you're working with overhead stuff, yesterday a massive tub of books, one of these, filled with books and movies, fell because I didn't pay attention. I must have left it dangling or something. God, it scared me. It just missed me. I was kind of upset, worried that Ali wasn't here, but at the same time I was kind of glad that she wasn't here and that I wasn't filming that thing. The tub didn't break. but by goodness, it exploded open. Gave me such a fright. All right, so this one is called The Bad Book by Andy Griffiths, and it is not in a clear tub, so I've got to dig and look. Not there. All right, get these plushies out. See, it does make you rethink for Whatnot too. Like, I don't want to put these out because they're cute, but they would sell in a heartbeat on Whatnot, stuff like that. If you're finding a place that does plushies cheap and they're branded, I think we found in our experience yesterday or the day before, I can't remember, pretty much for the most part, people did not want to buy plain brand or unbranded plush, which I get it and I don't get it. I'll tell you why I don't get it. If you're buying it just because you like dogs, it doesn't really matter what brand it is as long as it looks like a dog, yeah? If you're buying it to resell, I get it because it's better. I get it for myself too. I would rather sell a branded plush like Gund or, you know, some of the Tomy plush. Like this guy here, he's a Gund and the tags on him are beautiful. You know, they are well worth getting to sell. You know, almost, I honestly don't know if Sesame Street is a television show anymore. I'm guessing it is. It's so hard, free to air. Like they were saying at the moment for the, I think it's the Logie Awards, the Australian Television Awards. It's like so few people watch free to air television. The idea of there even being awards for unwatched content, it's kind of funny. Like who's voting on these Logies when no one is actually watching them? Okay, so this one, once again, would have been a few cents, and I sold it for $11 and shipping. I may forget to tell you occasionally about the whole shipping thing, but those who watch regularly enough will know I charge shipping. And as I just said earlier, when that lady wanted free shipping, that was laughable. And I almost mean that in a bit of a cruel way because it's just a time waste. We put what our shipping is, so it doesn't magically become free. I mean, I would consider it if she was spending hundreds of dollars. Even then I might give it pause. Okay, so I've had this thing that I just sold for ages and I should have listed it ages ago. It's from Adventure Time. Like I said, I can't wait till some of these sadly break, but that's my Thomases, some of them. I try to put the song back in your head whenever it leaves, all right? So, dun, 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 dun. Okay, so this is Venture Time. Who's the most awesome? I got this for 50 cents and I sold it for $30. So, 30 bucks and shipping. It is from 2014. It is complete. James, thank you so very much for buying from me. I do appreciate it. You're not a repeat buyer, but hopefully one day you'll see the channel and you'll see me saying thank you. I do appreciate the business. Guys, if you are watching and you buy off me, do me the smallest of favours and just write a message because well, I like it. That's why. And I get to thank you personally knowing that you watched the show. I often will just thank people because I think it's the right thing to do and I've got this voice, not my voice, which by the way is a lot better. Thank you all for asking. No one asked. I smashed lozenges before yesterday's YouTube live, and then I had more lozenges before the Whatnot, and I think it really, really helped. So, me grateful. Me Tory, but me grateful. But me Tory, but I'm grateful. I'm looking at these tubs up above going, oh, could I put that on Whatnot? Yeah, you could, mate. Okay. Tub 13 for Rayman Legends. let's have a look here. Excuse me a moment, my Pandora sales just sent me a message. All right, that's done. That is done. He's keen for his item. He just said, have I got tracking? And because of the time difference, sometimes I do find that our beautiful American customers don't, they think we're further ahead. And it's like, oh, where's my shipping in, where's my tracking number? No, I haven't sent it yet. But he's been absolutely lovely to deal with. So, Gary, now I have told you that I've got a YouTube channel. You may be watching out of curiosity, you may not be, but thank you so very much. Okay, Rayman Legends Tub 13. This is one of those areas that is starting to empty out. There's some more Goosebumps. It actually is going to be funny, guys, if I go through all these. Yep, there's a whole heap of classic Goosebumps in there. I might, once I get a bit more on top of things, I might actually yeet them out. Or if you're after the some of the old Apple, have a look in my eBay store. Because I noticed on the live last night, a lot of people, like every single Goosebumps book sold. So if you're trying to complete your own Apple collection, then that is going to be the way to do it. They aren't even on my store. They're not very expensive. I just think people don't think to look there. Yeah, I've even got Borderlands on Xbox, because last night there was a lot of requests for Xbox 360, and I get why. And there's the game we're after. That was down the bottom, which is often the way. Get this stuff back in. But yeah, it came to a surprise to a lot of people when I did say that you can't download Xbox games, Xbox 360 games anymore, but it's the truth. So if you are after games, there, it is often the best way to do it. And thank you to everyone who was buying video games last night too, clearing a fair bit of them out, which was really cool. It's always one of those tough ones though, if someone, because I'm not up to speed with a lot of the Xbox games, and people are buying games that are online, and I'm like, I don't know if it's still online. Like, you know, I know Destiny's been through multiple iterations, so it may even be that you get the game for a collector's piece to, you know, fill that hole in your physical collection, but that you can't literally play it online the way it was meant to be. So that was always something to consider. Now, this was a bit of a fun one. A customer gave me an offer for this game, which I didn't accept, right? And it is for, I'll show you the game, because it is one of my favourite Nintendo games. I've got the third one on my Nintendo Switch. I need to get back in and play. I keep forgetting I've got the Switch. I've got the Xbox too, but I'm mainly on PlayStation. But lots of Garfield books here. See, maybe for me now, maybe they're Snoopy and all that. Maybe they're a Whatnot sale. That's what I'm going to be thinking my way through some of the tubs at some point. Once I think my way through the other, you know, well, let's just say 100 tubs. I don't think it's 100 anymore, but it's still quite a few. Zelda, like that amazes me that hasn't sold. But you've got to have the right person looking at the right time. PlayStation 2, like Tekken Tag Tournament, I've got that in there. I think one of the things I need to have a talk to Ali about at some point as well is if we get some higher end stuff, whether or not we do a higher end Whatnot, where we started at $5 instead of $2. That might be something worth doing. It's all things to weigh up and consider anyhow. That is for sure. And I've got some other ideas for other shows as well. And that's the thing, you can mix it up and keep it very interesting. This is the game. I will double check that actually. Yeah, so it's Pikmin number 2, which was awesome as well for the Wii. And I like it
You guys didn't like when I sold the amiibo of Captain Olimar. Said you didn't like him. Well, I do. All right, so they offered $12. I said no. I reduced the price by 1 cent and said, hey, it's a Pikmin game. They must have agreed because they bought it. Pikmin is cool. So if you don't know what it is, you're this little captain of a ship, and you land on this planet that is very hostile. He is very small. Ostensibly, you are in someone's backyard, but you never know that because of all the creatures that are there, and the flowers are all huge, and it's all crazy. And you befriend these people or creatures called Pikmin, and they're like little flower people, and they'll fight for you. They'll build things for you, and you direct them. And it's strategy, but it's real-time strategy with figuring out numbers and all these other things. It's just a legitimately very, very good game. And yeah, so I said, no, I'm not doing the deal. It's Pikmin. And they bought it. So sometimes it doesn't hurt to stick to your guns if you know that your product is fun or good, or have a sense of humour about the rejection, I guess. That's another way of looking at it. Now, the next thing is in tub 17. I bought these ages ago. We were, ages ago. All these NBA magazines, I got them for $2 each. And, they haven't sold, but one of them just did. Like, probably with anything in life, if you leave it for long enough, eventually it will sell. So, no, they weren't $2 each. They were $2 for the bundle. So this is let's have a look here, Kyrie Irving cover for Slam magazine, basketball magazine. And I sold it for $20 plus shipping. So never overlook that sort of thing when you're looking at magazines. Like, if you're selling magazines, there is legit money in them as long as they're the right ones. All right. So this has got a few years on it. 2015, 10 years old. And but at the same time, it is a little piece of basketball history. Any followers of the NBA would enjoy this one. I'm just double checking here. Pelicans. No, that's from another magazine. So, like, I had a few of them. See, I've even got, like, this one here. And this is LeBron in his very old uniform. So, once again, historical significance. Can sometimes net you decent money. But yeah, I was super pleased with that sale. Who wouldn't be? I'm still tripping. Like, I know I say this a lot to you guys, but this was a NHL jersey, like a proper one. Still hasn't moved. Still hasn't moved. I'm going to have to go and see if anyone's watching it, if the price point isn't correct. And that's something else to consider too when you are selling on eBay. Prices move around, popularity does change, and sometimes the item that you go, yeah, that's, S hot, isn't anymore. So things have to be shuffled and juggled, and to be honest, I often take my eye off that element. I just looked at it earlier. I've got nearly I've got 3,675 items in my store. I sometimes struggle to remember where it all goes. So let me just quickly double check that, because I'm getting a bit too caught up. Selling, active. Yeah, see, it says 3,500 plus. And tub 18. Same as in my store. I've actually got a surprising amount of signed books by the author that I just found randomly when I was op shopping. Love it. All right. Ali is going hell for leather while I'm gas bagging. I'm almost there though. I'm almost there. Did you hear that? That was I believe that when I hear it. Oh, sadness as my drink comes to an end. Tub 37. Now these were pants that I just recently listed, so I'm really pleased for that turnover. So these were the DC ones that I sold. Might have to dig down deep, dig. They're Greg Norman ones. Okay. Oh, you foolish fool. You're in the right tub, but for the wrong item. Hang on. So this will come as a surprise to you, but this is old. So this is from 1996, and it's mine. It was. It's not mine anymore. But this is Cerebus and Bacchus, and it was from Ozcon, and it was just a piece of paper. At the time, I was lucky enough to meet Dave Sim, and I got this signed, laminated, and it sat in cupboards. It sat through multiple home changes, multiple relationship changes, and now it's out the door. I've never displayed it, which is a shame. I sold it for $85. $85 for a piece of paper that's going over to America. I will put thick cardboard on each side and out that door. Tub 23 now, and that's the one I should have been looking for before. 21, 22, 22. 19, 20, 23. And this is the one where the jeans are. At least I hope so, because that's what I put in the SKU. How do you do? No soup for you. And I'll laugh at myself if I put the wrong tub down, because normally it's that I don't put a SKU. I'll grab all this stuff out. Give me a hot second. Alright guys, back again. They were in the wrong tub. I'd skewed them into the wrong tub. So I don't know if you guys remembered, but I listed a ton of clothes. And yeah, just they're here, but fortunately I put them all near each other, so I was at the top. These are a nice pair of pants actually. I wanted 35, they offered 25. I said 31, they said 30. I said yes. So with these here, when I'm sending the clothes, some of you may send them in the bag they're in, but the way I see it is, in a lot of cases, I'm putting them into a bag. They're neatly folded. It's more for my benefit with them being as stock, without sounding silly. It's more for my benefit than it is for presentation at the other end. The customer's getting a nice, clean, well-folded pair of clothes. So, you know, they can't complain, or they can, but it will be on deaf ears. And then I can reuse the bag, because Ali and I, we get these are fairly heavy, and basically they're good bags. So for our stock, they're perfect, and the thinner satchel will be fine for the transit. Hang on guys. All right guys, let's get these packed up and on their way to their new homes. Yep, I can join that hotspot for once it can find me. That's awesome. And all I do here, as I always say to you guys, I do my labels at home. So this is fantastic. Alrighty. So we'll just work our way through them gradually. That's a large satchel, certainly don't need that one. And yeah, so I just get the clothing back out of its bag as a rule. And all we do then is just fold it in half again, because it's already folded and fits in the small satchel easily. And some cases with my Band 5 Aussie Post, I get to make a couple of bucks, which allows me to buy nicer shipping material. So it's good. Well, nicer shipping material without being out of pocket for that. And Frankie, thank you for your purchase of this. Awesome. Now, this is going to be an interesting one. I'll need to get it. Firstly, I'll use a small satchel. Secondly, I will get some cardboard for it. I had spare cardboard around here somewhere. I've got spare cardboard all over the place actually, but as you can see, I'm sort of walking through a bit of a quagmire of my own making. I literally only just moved some recently. Sorry, that was for effect. Getting in heavy, it's my packing material. There is some that will do. Oh, goodness gracious me. Actually, no, that won't do. Give me a sec. Alright, so all I've done here, because it's going over to America, literally getting that, I'll place it between these and that'll be good to go. A little bit of light tape because it is in the middle, it won't be affected, but it will just hold the shape together a little bit better for its trip. And so stuff like this has a lot of different names, but one that you may not have heard is paper ephemera. It's when you have single bits of paper and other bits and pieces that may have a value, or you might go through a kid's book that's wrecked, but you find beautiful illustrations in there. So you pull those pages out and you put them into, like, you frame them and you sell them as a framed piece. So there's always that sort of thing there. Now with this one, guys, Aussie Post do give you free international satchels. I just don't have any here with me, I don't think. So I will be taking this to the post office and just asking our friends there to let me have a satchel to throw that in, and that'll be fine for that. It's almost a shame if it wasn't for the fact I want tracking on it, it could pretty much be sent as a letter. But I'd rather it get in one piece to where it's going. So Javier, thank you for buying off me. I've never sold to a Javier. Have now. Don't know if I've sold to a Tory either yet. Unless I just quickly make my own purchase. Okay, same deal again with the Slam magazine. However, that is going domestically. So if it fits in here, yes it does, great. And I'll just put another piece of cardboard in with it to help it retain its shape. And I'll still be under the weight limit, and that can go in a tracked envelope. In fact, that might be my last tracked envelope, so don't know if I'll get more of them or not, because quite frankly the discounts, there's no band 5 discount on them. It's buying in bulk, you get a discount, but it's really marginal, so may not be worth doing. All right, so let's get in there. So this is for Kane. I'll write just his first name on here now and I'll fill out the rest of it later. All right. No need to bore you with that part of it. Okay. Now Pickman, I'm still using these paper padded mailers. I think they're the goods. I like them. Yeah, I wrote on it, I love this game. You will too. No better endorsement than that. Simon, thank you. And thank you for having a sense of humour when I sent back the offer. That is appreciated. Today will be actually a bit of a test when I get home, just because I've been having all those issues with the store integration sort of thing. It'll be interesting to see if whatever's happened in the background. Ali wants to try something different when we get home. So, was that what it was? Hang on, guys. Hang on. Private talks. Hang on. All right, that's been troubleshot. We're opening it up on Ali's laptop. I just overshare everything, okay? Shush. We're going to open it up on Ali's laptop to make sure it's not a my computer problem. There you go. You know now. Those who know, know. All right. Now, I don't know if Ali can smell this, but I can smell food. I can smell food. It does smell good. There's a takeaway food place one street over near the Vinnies, and that's what that smell is. I kept thinking, what is that damn smell? And I said it like that, all wistfully, as though I missed it. It's not Star-Lord? Is that what you said? It's not Star-Lord. Okay. When Star-Lord does a poo, I go, oh my God, Star-Lord's just done a hamburger. No, it's not. And Ali's like, what if we end up saying it so much, though, that's what we start to think? And then one day I reach out tentatively. No, I don't. Just for those of you who weren't watching me shaking my head. No, I don't. Okay. So there's a few little things in this lot that I've not found. I'm annoyed about that. But not much we can do just yet. I'll have a bit of a look after. But I think that they are lost causes. Nicole, thank you for your purchase of this fun little book, The Bad Book. It'll be coming to you soon. So yeah, look, I don't know regarding these guys, and maybe you can tell me, but when you buy them off Aussie Post, was that price that we got from eBay just some crazy good price? What are the prices from Aussie Post? If you can put a comment down below, please, if you're still watching. You guys assure me you do keep watching, and people do respond to it. So I'm assuming a couple of you do stay the entire time, which I'm very grateful for. All right, let's have a look here. But yeah, I am rocketing through these. I believe I'm almost done with them, which I'll either try to get more of these if they're price effective, or I'll get the small, like the super small padded mailers, this size again. I think they're very good too. We're also, for Whatnot, and I'll let you guys know what we come up with, but we're going to be trialing an order of some non-branded packaging through a online packaging company, an Australian one. Ali, I think, said they're located in, did you say Melbourne? Yeah, they're in Melbourne. So, yeah, they're not paying us yet, sweetheart, so I may not say that out loud. Isn't that right, Stanley Packaging? Okay. So, yeah, we'll be putting a Stanley Packaging order in. I might also have a quick look and try to get proper numbers, because I did say, for the Whatnot stuff, guys, like Ali has already packed tons, right? Your business, as long as you're effective in your presentation, your business is going to explode. You just got to, there's going to be a lot of packing. Yeah, we need to find better alternatives. Now, at first I sort of laughed at this. I said to the post office, look, to be getting even greater discounts, how much do I need to be ordering? And the lady at the post office laughed and goes, you'd need to be getting 1,000. and then there's another big jump in discount. And at first I thought to myself, oh, we won't do that. Yeah, we will. We will easily be needing hundreds and hundreds of packaging material. So I think I might actually, when I drop stuff off today, and then we'll work out whether or not we're ordering tonight, because we do need this stuff ASAP Brocky and Ferg for that matter. I'll say, hey, actually give me real numbers, because we may need the stuff. And I really doubt that Aussie Post, even ordering 1,000 of an item, I don't feel that they will be able to come to the party as much as a packaging company, but you never know. So we'll ask and probably not be surprised that they can't do it, which for me sort of will be a shame, because I feel, and I've spoken about this before, but we're in this together in terms of our post office is an LPO. So they're a small business, like it's Cheryl's business, right? And she looks after us, like from little things to the IKEA bags for us to just dump our stuff, helping us out with pricing information or teaching us how to pack stuff to save money. So I am glad that even with the whatnot stuff, because LPOs get paid for each mail item they scan in. The fact our packing business part has exploded, it should make a noticeable impact on her business in a positive manner. So I want to work with them to find ways of basically sending a lot more, but being looked after more too. Just scratching each other's back. I think it's absolutely possible, though she does have to work within the framework of what Aussie Post say she can do. Aaron, this is your disc, mate. Thank you. And I'm hoping if it quietens down a little bit during the week, I've got a busy couple of days this week, I might get to play more of my Silent Hill game on my YouTube channel, Uncle Flip's Games, or if not, just to play it when I want to play it. Okay, so let's see here. I'll keep these shoes in the bag, and I really hope they go in a small satchel. The shoes are a bit of a catch-22, but because they're paying a little bit, I will try to get them away into a small satchel. Are they small? Yep. I bought the satchels in bulk. We are still ripping through them though. But they are very inexpensive. I just buy them in boxes of 100. Once again, with the rubber facing out on both sides, we may be able to get away with we will just be able to get away with that. So I am going to shove these down a little bit more and stretch the bag a bit. Don't do it too much, otherwise you end up ripping them. But that will then go over there, and it's only going locally. So Kylie, thank you for your purchase, mate. I appreciate it. We were talking about doing pickup, but it's like where Kylie is, which is actually ironically where I'm going tomorrow. I didn't even think of that, where I'm going tomorrow. But she was going to do local pickup, and it's over an hour round trip. It's certainly not worth it from a time perspective for Kylie. So a little bit of postage. It'll go out today. There's every chance it will be with her tomorrow anyhow. And that will be a good thing. All right. I'll need to grab a... very interesting. I need to try something. I need to turn the camera off because otherwise I'm going to be crawling over the top of what Ali's doing, and I don't want to do that either, but I need to test something. So guys, you might remember a little while ago, g'day, Tori here. You might remember a little while ago where Rubber Duck Rye showed us that he used 15 by 15 by 15 boxes. We thought that was great advice, so we went out and got them as well. So we got a whole heap of them, but surprisingly enough, they actually do okay holding the plushies in. I'll show you. This is not the correct plush because I believe it's at home. Sorry, I had plush on my head. Not literally, but in my brain. Yeah, I did mean pop vinyl. Thank you, honey. We were just looking at some of the plushies that we're sending out, just giving them a quick clean up before they head out. It's one of those hard things on Whatnot because you just show it quickly on the camera, and some of them can be like, oh, when you look at it later and you go, oh, that could have been cleaned a bit more. So I think from now on, we're just going to literally say during the stream, these have not been washed. That it's fair that people don't get a shock when they get them. Okay, so just taping it together here, and the pop vinyl does go in, and then basically all I'm doing is over here, I'm basically just folding the top of the box out. As you can see, it protrudes a little bit, but it does like create an additional layer like that. And then all I'm going to do is slide some cardboard in between it, and away we go. So that was a good suggestion from Rye. Thank you, mate. Though I don't even know if you watched this far in. I haven't seen a comment for ages. So hopefully you heard that, because I'm very grateful for that advice. Okay. This hat can simply go into a small satchel. Just get some of the dust off it. It has been in stock for a while. So I know you can buy the rollers that do this, but in my opinion, when you can just quickly put it around your fingers, it is a waste of money getting those rollers, because it's just the same principle. Unless you were doing a whole heap. Also, I did try that rubberized roller. I don't know where I've put it though. A rubberized roller. Ali stole it, but it's not thieving because she's my love. There is no theft with love. Okay, so it did work, and I wasn't even using it right. Ali showed me I hadn't taken a layer off that made it actually work properly. All right, so that will just be going in a small satchel, and away it goes. Happy days are here again. The only thing I am missing, and I did see, I think both Flutterby and Binnix have made me thank you cards to send to people, so that's appreciated. Well, needless to say, I haven't used either of them. I will though. It's just a matter of getting my S sorted out, because with the introduction of Whatnot and everything else we had going on, I have just been so darn busy. Like for example, I just realised just then, I think one of my promotions is finished a couple of days ago. So I need to get on top of some of that stuff again. All right, fistful of dollars. Some of these are back with my old mail policies. I thought it had updated. Maybe I didn't do that one, but that's okay. So that is life. I just noticed then Natasha, who bought that, lives in Altona. I was just thinking to myself, we haven't shoplifted around that way. Can you imagine you had a shoplifting route? Oh, some people probably would. Some people would have a shoplifting route. They would have forgotten about us by now. We'll head back. You'd have to pretty much do it that you went in with like crazy hair. that all people focused on was the crazy hair. I think that would be rather splendid. Okay, so I'm going to take a small parcel box home, and this is for the Pandora. I'm also going to be taking a fair bit of bubble wrap home for it. And I don't know, it's one of those things, I'm going to list them as metal sculptures as opposed to it being jewellery that's going over. It'll still have its value, which is the main thing. So Gary's protected and I'm protected. But without it saying, because it's still going to say $2,000 on the customs slip. But I don't know, I'm funny about sending stuff that says jewellery. And in some places, you're not even meant to be sending jewellery through the post. Technically, these are little Star Wars sculptures, little figurines. So that's my story, and that's what I'm going to stick with. All right, so we are family. Come on, all my sisters and me. No, that isn't what I was really going to say. I think we're done. I've got to have a look for a book, which I don't believe I'll be able to find. When I get home, I've got to get the pop vinyl. I'll take a bit more bubble wrap for that. Technically, this stuff, some of it does not have to be sent until tomorrow. However, I am very keen to, well, I've got the book thing tomorrow, and I don't know, I'm just throwing this out here now. The last lot of stuff we sold on Whatnot technically does not have to be sent today, but I'm going to check with Ali and see if she does want us to knock it over today, because she wants a day off as well. So, but technically it doesn't have to go until tomorrow. Okay, so that's that one done. The Vegemite cups are at home. Okay, so I showed you guys this last time round. I have a feeling that I've got to be super careful. Like the lightsaber bit, it's hard to tell. Like if it's slotted in or if it broke, or if it was broken. It was in and then it but it goes back in again. So it's, oh, well, now it's not. It's a bit confusing to me. So, oh no, there we go. No, we're not. Okay, I better double check that. Anyhow, I'll contact the buyer because I don't want to try to force it. Like the sensor, it works. It's been tested, but I don't know if that's meant to lock in or what the deal is. So we'll leave it, and I'll check with the buyer on that one. All right, guys. So basically, everything is now packed and put away. I'm waiting to hear back about the Darth Maul because it is buggered. It's not just that the thing came out. The whole lightsaber part was buggered. So I've contacted the buyer and just said to them, if you still want it to play with it, it will work fine. But aesthetically as a statue, it's crap. So if he wants it, I'll take another $5 off because he'd already got a deal. And I'll send it. Otherwise, I'll just cancel it out of the store and refund him. It's the best I can do. We have got a lot of other stuff to do today. I might chat to you guys when I do the post later. But other than that, I'm now going to focus on what Ali wants done or needs done. And we've got to pack her eBay store stuff and then maybe work our way through the other lot of Whatnot. So, yeah, I'll let you guys know what we get up to afterwards, but I'm not going to keep filming because it would be a 5-hour video. All right. All right, guys, time has passed, as it always does, but I am still out at the offsite. I've just left. But I don't know if you can see behind me, the entire back of, it's a Mini, but the entire back of the car is filled with post. There's more post next to me that I haven't processed yet on the seat and at the bottom, but that is Whatnot behind me. So as you can see, the packing takes some time. It is 2:30. Ali still has 37 packages to do, 37 bundles, I believe, maybe more. I'm going to the post office to get that stuff away.
so as the buyers over the weekend can try to get as much of it as possible. Sundays, last night's hasn't been processed just yet, but we will get to it. And then I've got to race home, produce my own postage. I can't wait till I get Joey's solution to this. I'll be doing all that at the offsite then, I think. I still need to get the rubber mats. My feet and ankles are sore from being on the concrete for so long, but that's okay. It's all part of it. It's all part of it. All right, let's skedaddle to the post office, and hopefully these guys are going to be like, wow. I don't know. Obviously, I doubt it'll be a game changer. I don't know how much LPOs get paid per item that is dropped off there, but we're doing our best to support our post office. Like, I'm driving from the offsite. I have to drive a little bit out of the way to go to our post office, but like I said, life is too short to not do the right thing by the people who try to help you. That is nice and cold. So, because I've got the book thing tomorrow, I'm super glad that I got all the listing done until part of Wednesday. I was thinking tomorrow morning I might try to locate a couple of higher ticket items and see if I can't list into Thursday. Now, we'll be having a whatnot on Wednesday, and it is going to be DVDs. And then the next day I'm going to try to get enough ready. You guys asked, God, I hope, like, this is the weird thing. It's like, I say you guys, the whatnot crowd, of which a lot of them are Flipper family, asked me to specifically bring kids books. So I'm going to do a kid book stream. And I just really hope that, like, because it's a lot of preparation, I am literally digging into tubs and removing kids' books from all the different tubs. And then I've got to go and check, honest, just being transparent, that they don't comp for like $30 and I'm throwing them out for $4. It's not throwing them out. And I'm still making money. I received a message from, if you guys remember the young bloke I met at the market ages ago, Fred sent something to me and he's like, oh my God, you're selling so much on whatnot. What's the deal with it? Is it just where you go and you sell stuff cheap but you might lose money? And I was like, brother, I have not lost a cent on whatnot. I have made money and I think it's viable. I do. I think especially it's viable for people who may not have the right temperament for eBay. But yeah, it was like, no, I haven't lost any money at all, but I also don't want to lose better profit, if you know what I mean. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy, the potential for everyone. I'll say it before and I'll say it again. If my head wasn't like welded on, I would forget it. So I drove off and the whole thing is with the security there. If you're both there, one of you has to shut the door and the other one leaves, and when they leave they have to disengage. You have to disengage the alarm. So effectively I'm driving back. I'm only like 2 or 3 minutes away, but I drove off and left Ellie inside the offsite. My poor sweetheart. It is cold today, so she probably would have had the door closed anyhow, but that's not the point. I am so sorry, honey. I don't know if you'll watch this, but I've already apologized via text to her. I didn't mean it. All right. We'll utilize the lights. Apparently the person in front of me doesn't feel the need to indicate. It's all right, mate. You do. Oh, jump in the gutter. Not going to make it. Anyhow, I'm going to go back there, unlock, then I'll go to the post office. So I'll stop this recording just for a second. or more than a second. So this is literally what madness looks like. There's another 18 orders here. I've got to race to the post office to get these away today as well. So I'm hurrying so much and I'm probably going to make silly mistakes. And I am the guy who won't even put the labels on because I want to, God, the car's dirty. I want to make sure that I get to the post office in time. It's been hectic. Hectic. I think we would have sent, I don't know, maybe 90 packages today. Let's go. Crazy stuff. This thing will cut out in 2 seconds, I think. Let's see. We'll get driving. So 16:46. Takes us about 5 or 6 minutes to get to the post office, which isn't too bad. Then I've got to put all the labels. I knew it would cut out, but we were sort of prepared. Didn't know when it would happen. Got to get to the post office, got to put all the labels on there, apologise profusely and giggle as I do it. But I can get it done. I don't like taking up their time because they finish at 5. But as bad as it sounds, my customers come first. And I've got that bracelet waiting to go. I was sabotaged. I don't know why. My Aussie Post is not integrating with my eBay store, which is causing all sorts of really big problems for me. My post has gone back to taking considerable time to get done, even though I'm using the computer instead of handwriting. I wouldn't even want to think of how long it would be taking me handwriting. Like, you know, what was it? I don't know. I think 17 orders. But I still had to key them all in myself. You know, it's absolute BS. It's actually upsetting because our business is increasing and stuff has to work. Stuff needs to be streamlined. And Aussie Post have come back to me and gone, well, it's eBay's fault, and eBay customer service won't get back to me. We've asked for callbacks. We've even said, one time they called back and they said we need to get one of our people to contact you back, and then they didn't. That was last Thursday or Friday. Either way, it put pressure on Ali because she made the phone call. And it put pressure on me because I was trying to get Whatnot stuff done. The Whatnot stuff, just so as you guys know, if you're still here, hi, if you're still here, that's good. Whatnot generates the labels for you. Be careful when you're starting your auctions though, depending on how you want to do it. You can get the customers to pay once for their postage and then it is on you. And that's the way I run it. But last night I set that up and for some reason on the laptop it glitched, but as I was streaming and it undid that mail option, so people's stuff was starting to stack, and I felt terrible because I couldn't stop it. The phone stream was working, but the computer wasn't, so that sucked. Yeah, so just trying to make that part right for next time. I'm just double checking all the settings and stuff, and I think, I don't know, maybe I need to start the live stream off the computer. It's not ideal though, it's better to be mirrored. I don't know if Alice had the chance to drop off we had tables filled with stock. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a freaking dream, it's good, but it's still a lot of pressure. Guys, I'm at the post office now. I'll continue this conversation, but I got to run in there and make an absolute goose of myself.
Okay. Don't know if that's done. Is it done? Is it done? Is it working? Yes, it is. Okay. Until it does the handshake with CarPlay, maybe. All right, guys. So, mission accomplished. What a crazy weekend, day, life. There will be a live stream tonight on YouTube, just family catch up. Sorry if you're new. We call ourselves the Geelong-Flipper family because it has gone way beyond just a, oh, here I am talking live. We all talk. We all get along really well. And that part makes me super happy. CarPlay just kicked over, so I don't know if that means that we're going to be cut off all of a sudden or what the case is. I hope Ali is going okay with everything at the off-site. I've got to go back and manually bloody put all the tracking numbers on for eBay because I nearly said the F word. I'm so frustrated. I do swear. You guys know I swear, but I don't like always yelling profanity at you guys, but I am PO'd about it. It just needs to work because at the moment I've got so much going on. It's like I even resent the fact that I'm going to have to contact these bozos and probably have them not figure it out. I've also got to contact a buyer and cancel an order. The book, the science fiction book, I thought I was on top of it. Could not find it in the tub. No, I put it in that tub. So I feel terrible about that. But yeah, I mean, I've got 3,600 and something items listed now, with more set to drop itself in each day. So I'm working hard, but I am still like, don't get me wrong, this is stuff that, not new listings, this is stuff from before things started to ramp up. But you know, I'm still meant to finish reading this book for tomorrow. It's been such a good book, and I understand that some of you may be coming out to Lara. So yeah, I'm going to bring some books out there, but I still have no way of taking a payment for them. So apparently you can set up a thing with oh, what's it called? Jeepers creepers. Square. You can use Square on your mobile phone apparently. So I'll set that up. It does feel a bit weird though, because it's like, you know, what if no one wants one of my books? It's not my show. It's Jess Carpenter's bloody show. I'll be filming that for you guys though. And yeah. For now though, we're going to call it quits for the evening, guys, because I've got I'll do the stream in 2 hours time, which means I want to get home. I want to get some food ready. I told Ali I'd look after dinner. Don't know how I'm going to do that, but I can at least buy the food. It's been good. It's just so busy. Good and busy. And little things I need to do to improve workflow and the way I do stuff to accommodate whatnot now. Otherwise, I will say thank you for sharing the day with me as always. I'm going to go in the supermarket now and get stuff for us, and I'll see you guys live or on the next video. And please, if you watched all the way through and this is your first experience, if you've had fun or found any value, particularly if you've found any value out of the video with advice or something you heard, please consider channel membership. It's super cheap, but it means more than I can express to you. But yeah, otherwise, just subscribe and like, because that helps heaps as well. Pushes it out there. All right, guys. I will see you live or on the next video. Catch you later. Bye.